אמנם מה שצריך להיסע דווקא אל מקום מנוחוס קודשו, לעורר שם את האהבה. However, this, that you need to travel specifically to the place of where he's resting, the holy resting place, to awaken over there this love. Yishbei's timing, there's two reasons. Ha'alef hu al derech ha'pashut. The first is simply ki al yidei hanasiya b'tshuka nifla yihiyeh mizeh halas mayin nukvin gedola. And the first is because of your great desire, and you're traveling there. This will awaken a great arousal from below. And afterwards, when you get there with this strength of great belief, certainly you'll be nullified completely in your existence when you get there. Then you'll prepare yourself to greet divinity, the divine, with a great humility, b'mesiras nefesh mamash, and true self-sacrifice. V'yishpoch sicho lifnei havaya me'umka deliba al shenisrachek legamri chulu. And you'll pour forth your speech in front of Hashem from the depth of your heart, that you that you've gone astray and gotten far away. And through this you'll awaken upon you a spirit from above, and this is the spirit of your rabbi that you have a portion in, to enliven your soul with the light of Torah and service of your Rav. And the second is according to what is brought in the Kuti Torah from the Arizal, in the secret of the burial of the dead and laws of mourning. And in short, what he says is, that a soul has an inner concept and encompassing concepts, similar to the concept of the tselem of Zah, the makifim of Ziranpin, and the pnimim, ki tzadik b'chinas pnimis, because tzadik is an inner concept, the spheros of Zah, 9 spheros of Zah times 10. V'lamed v'mem hem bez makifim, and lamed and mem of tselem are two encompassing concepts. Lamed hu gimel makifim. Lamed is 30, that refers to 3 intellectual spheros, the 3 higher spheros. So that's the encompassing ideas. Mem hu b'chinas daled makifim. And mem is a higher idea also. It includes keser and so forth. So that's 4 makifim, which is 4 times 10. Harei zayin makifim. So that's 7 makifim, lamed and mem together. And a person, as they're alive, they have all of these encompassing concepts. However, 30 days before a person passes, the encompassing lights go away. That there are this shadow and image of the divine upon their head, so to speak. And that's why it says in Zohar, on the verse in Kohelos, until the day blows and the shadows run. So the concept of tzel, shem tzalalim anal, that these are the shadows. The concept of tzel is the makif, and the pnimi. The shadows. So the makif is the makif. The shadow is the makif. However, at the time of a person's passing, they all return to the person altogether, in order so that the entirety of the soul should be subjected to the pain of death, meha-onshim, from the concept of punishments, and the purification of the Tsar Misa. And that's why in Tehillim it says that the Ruach returns to them and they pass, and they're brought in. Omnam b'shas p'tirasur shel ha'adam haneshama v'aruach holchim im ha'makifim shelahem el makom haroi lahem chulu. However, at the time of the passing of a person, the neshama and the ruach go together with these encompassing lights to the place that's fit for them, because the nefesh is more of the inner light, whereas the ruach and neshama are these higher lights, like we said. That the ruach divides from the nefesh to the Gan Eden and gets some kind of saga from the neshama. V'nefesh im zayin makifim shelo shu atzel detzelem, and the nefesh with its 7 concepts of encompassing light, which is the shadow of the tzelem, like we said, the lamed mem. You can know the sheish tzelem mineran chai, like as is known that you have a tzelem from on all 5 levels. You have a concept of tzelem. So the tzelem of the nefesh that's in the body is the concept. So you have this shadow of it, and that's the 7 makifim of the lamed mem of tzelem. V'omnam tzelem shel nefesh nichlak lepnimius v'chitzonius. However, this tzelem of the level of nefesh is divided into an inner concept and an external concept. Hapnimius huatzel the tzelem. So the inner concept is the shadow of the tzelem, v'uhaholech imaguf alakever, and that's what remains with the body in the grave. Like the pasuk in Yov, that his soul mourns upon him. So that's like the Tzadik of tzelem, or perhaps the lamed of tzelem. Achazayin makifim. So that's the Tzadik. Achazayin makifim shel hanefesh. However, the 7 encompassing concepts of the soul of nefesh, im lamed mem de tzelem, which are the lamed mem. These remain as an encompassing concept of the house of the mourner, because they can't be separated so easily, because the person passed and was soul separated over there. So they remain there in the house of the mourner. That's the concept of 7 of Shiva, sitting Shiva. And that's why our sages said that all 7 days of mourning, the soul of the departed comes to his house. And that's the concept of this. That's the secret of the encompassing levels of the soul. However, they go and they come, because they want to be in that house that the person passed in. But they also want to be partake and be part of the inner soul, the inner nefesh that's in the body as well. Therefore, these makifim of the nefesh go to the kever as well, and then come back to the house. However, each one of these 7 days of mourning, one of these encompassing concepts goes away from the body, and stays with the nefesh that's in the body. This stays with the nefesh. So it goes away from the body and cleaves to the nefesh. These makifim go upwards. And that's what these makifim do, these encompassing concepts of the soul, until the end of the 7 days of mourning. And then they all completely pass. They're completed and they're going upwards and going away. And they're connected then with the nefesh the level of nefesh, the pnimi that's in the kever, and they go away completely from the house. And that's why it's decreed 7 days of mourning while the soul of the departed is still in the house of mourning. However, when the encompassing concepts were still in the house of mourning, then the klipos are attached to the very, very much so with the benefesh hameis, with the soul of the dead body, but the soul ki. So when it was still in the house of mourning, and the klipos were attached to attached to the nefesh of the dead person, because with the encompassing lights, encompassing concepts of the soul, they cannot be attached at all. So as the nefesh that's in the kever, the klipos try to attach to. And each day goes away a strength of klippa until the end of 7 days. So I guess as each makif comes and is attached to the nefesh and the kever, so one of the koachos of klippa goes away, I guess because it can't handle the makif that is now attached to the nefesh and the kever. Perhaps. And then the koach of klippa that remains there is only what's necessary while the flesh is still on the body. Look over there in Likutei Torah. From the Arizal, however, this that begins from the encompassing light to go to the grave, that the encompassing lights go to the grave. That starts from the lamed, not the mem. Yom aleph das, yom beis bina. It goes upwards for starting from das, then goes up to bina. Yom gimel chachma, and the third day is chachma. That's the lamed. The 3 times 10. And after the 3 days, that's the main judgment of the dead person in his grave, as is known. So that's the difference in halacha of 3 and 7. So the 3 days correspond with the 3 makifim of lamed of tzelem. And from then on, when it starts to go away, the encompassing concepts of the mem of tzelem, the judgments get lessened. And that's why the Ashkenazi custom is not to make a sign on the grave until after 7 days of mourning. Because this concept of the tzion on top of the grave is to give strength to the encompassing lights to stay there. So if you put it there before the makifim come to push away the klippa, then that gives strength to the tumah to stay there. It's an achiza. The tzion is a base achiza. And if the makifim are there, so they're attached to it. But if not, so it gives a place for the tumah that's there to attach and not to go away. Chas v'shalom. Dugmas habonei bayis ve'enu mazkir sham shmo yizbarich sheshor sham ruach hatumah chulu. Similar to how if a person builds a house but doesn't mention Hashem's name, so it rests there a spirit of impurity. Ach achar zayin yamim sh'az bahamakif. But after 7 days, then comes the encompassing light. Then it's a mitzvah to make this tzion the gravestone in the sign of who's buried there, to prepare a throne, a seat for the encompassing lights and so forth, to dwell upon, or to dwell in and so forth. So that's the end of the quote from the Likutei Torah of the Arizal about this idea